Hi and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Jennifer Reynolds.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Our very cool destination today is the brand new Oklahoma Contemporary Arts Center.
This is such a fun new space and it's only been open for a couple of weeks now. Take a look. This is an art showroom inside 4 repurposed shipping containers. We'll have details on when you can visit this very modern museum just a little bit later in the show. But first, as long as the weather behaves itself, we are so happy to welcome back spring.
And when the weather is this nice, there is no excuse not to get out and enjoy it. And recently I found a place where you can do that very thing. We're going to go bike riding through the Wichita Mountain Wildlife Refuge in southwestern Oklahoma. It's a 60,000-acre national wildlife refuge. The Wichita Mountains is home to everything from Texas longhorn cattle, buffalo, to deer, a variety of birds and other mammals. It's the home to Mount Scott, hiking trails, rock climbing, rappelling, and one of my favorite areas, a breathtakingly beautiful canyon known as the 40-foot hole. And oh yes, it's also a fantastic area in which to go biking. It doesn't matter if you're a novice or experienced mountain biker. There's a wide range of great trails for every riding style. Daniel Kite of Terry's Bicycles went through some basic information for me before we hit the trails. We want to thank Terry's Bicycles in Lawton. They're on Gore Boulevard there in Lawton for providing a bike for me today. Dan, what are the top 2 or 3 things to be aware of, as this is my first time to go mountain biking?
Well, getting on a mountain bike, you want to make sure first you have a bike that fits you. And once you get a bike that fits you and it's going to meet the needs for the trail, like this is what they call a hardtail bike, and it's made for moderate trails. It's not made for 3-foot drops, 4-foot drops and things like that. It's just made for just aggressive trails, but not too aggressive.
And for mountain bike enthusiast Brent Hewlin, well, there are several reasons mountain biking has become more popular in recent years, one of which is
the equipment has gotten a lot better. Bikes are getting lighter. The suspension is getting better. Bikes now feel like you're snow skiing. But the bonus to mountain biking is the fact that you don't have to sit in a chair and ride up the mountain. You get to pedal up it.
This area offers a modern-day gold rush for mountain bikers.
Well, it's pretty diverse and it's really safe. It's not a single track. There's not a lot of big rocks that you've got to climb over. The scenery, the wildlife, everything is out there that you can really enjoy on the refuge and in the area. I've run across everything from elk, buffalo, longhorn, skunks, wild boar, raccoons, and occasionally some hikers and riders. So
we're becoming more of a destination mountain biking spot. As opposed to just a few core local riders. We're having riders from Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and a few from Dallas come here on the weekends to ride because it's that good.
As Mother Nature has given us her last hurrah for the year, it's time to enjoy the great Oklahoma outdoors, and one of the best ways to do that is to go biking through the Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge, either for the pure thrill of it,
in your face,
or a leisurely bike ride that can still take your breath away simply by looking at the scenery around you. If you're ready to get outside, you need to browse through our state's outdoor guide. We're happy to send you a free copy. Just head to our website, travelok.com, and click on where it says Request Free Brochures.
Of course, spring's also a great time to take a walk through a historic downtown, maybe soaking up the sights, and of course doing a little bit of shopping. Our Jason Grubbs takes us to the Rose District in Broken Arrow.
I just remember the farmers came into town to buy their overalls. Their denim overalls.
Yeah, that was Smitty's.
And a 5 and dime was right here, Ben Franklin, 5 and dime.
Jody Walking Stick and Rhonda Fletcher have fond memories of growing up in Broken Arrow. They say Main Street has certainly changed a lot since they were kids.
We've seen the businesses really change and grow.
They've had live bands and carnivals and food, and it's just been a lot of fun since they've done all this.
This is known as the Rose District, and it's really come into bloom over the last few years, with bars, restaurants, and shops all planting roots here. The city has made several recent upgrades, like widening the sidewalks for outdoor eating. There's new streetscaping, and of course, the addition of rose bushes.
We opened Main Street Tavern in 2011.
Jason Scarpa was one of the first new businesses along Main Street. He picked an old bank from the 1900s to open his tavern.
It's amazing to think that that was back before Oklahoma was even a state. So we have some pictures on the walls of what it used to look like with horses out front instead of cars and dirt roads and things like that.
The Main Street Tavern is your classic American pub and restaurant, focusing on high-quality comfort foods with a large selection of craft beer and wine. Scarpa says the decision to move in here was easy.
I saw the potential of this downtown area, and it's turned out beautifully, and I don't think I could have made a better decision on where to open this business. I kind of consider us the guinea pig, and we were the proof of concept that proved that it could work and flourish down here.
Business has been so good, Scarpa has since opened a second bar and grill in the Rose District. The rooftop comes complete with a gigantic outdoor TV on the patio. Just imagine the games you can watch on this thing. While many of the buildings along here are historic, others are brand new, including the one housing Scarpa's rooftop location.
I've noticed that the new buildings look old, so there's some character to them there.
Well, that's kind of the goal, is to, we have great architecture down here, and when we do have to replace a building that is unsavable, it's important to make it fit with the existing architecture and maintain the look and feel.
It's the history, it's the heart of any city.
When you're visiting, make sure to stop in Christine Joseph's shop, Nouveau Chocolate.
We bring the chocolate in from Belgium and then we make everything here ourselves. We have a caramel cappuccino, we have the raspberry buttercream. Right here is one that we made for the Rose District. It actually has rose petal syrup on the inside, so it kind of tastes like roses.
You'll want to try everything in the display case with a side of coffee, latte, or tea. Christine has been around here for a while. Her chocolate shop opened in 2004, and she's really seen a change in her foot traffic since the rebloom of the Rose District.
It went from, hardly any traffic, just the people who found us, came to us, knew we were here, to now having people walk by on a daily basis, step in, come and get a coffee, a piece of chocolate. And so this is what we've been waiting for.
You'll find art galleries and gift stores, bike shops and antiques, even cooking classes and clothing along the old Main Street of downtown, ready and waiting for you to discover this corner of Oklahoma.
I would highly recommend Broken Arrow.
Oh, definitely. And with some of the new business, just that much more to choose from. It's a lot of fun.
In Broken Arrow, I'm Jason Grubbs.
You can find all sorts of places to shop, from antique stores to local boutiques, on our website, travelok.com. Just click on Things to Do.
From things to do to places to stay, we are incredibly proud of our Oklahoma State Parks.
Now, if you are thinking maybe some small, dusty cabin, no. Check this out.
When you come in, the first thing we usually see is the mouth falls open because they can't believe the changes that have happened.
Up next, a trip to a place everybody's going to want to stay this summer. Don't miss the newly renovated lodge at Sequoia State Park.
And how about a heaping helping of good old-fashioned barbecue on the way?
It's like meat candy.
We're headed to one of the best barbecue joints in the state a little later, right here on Discover Oklahoma. Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Hot off the press, order your free copy of the 2015 Oklahoma Outdoor Guide and get an all-access pass to the very best places, attractions, and activities Oklahoma has to offer. Go online to travelok.com and order your free copy today. It glows in the dark.
The wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat
sure smells sweet
when the wind comes
right behind the rain.
Oklahoma every night, my honey lemon night. Sit alone and talk
and watch a hawk
making lazy circles in the sky. You know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand.
And when we say, yo,
we're only saying you're doing fine. Oklahoma, Oklahoma. O
K-L-A
H-O-M.
Oklahoma.
Okay.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
I'm getting close to China.
Hot
off the press. Order your free copy of the 2015 Oklahoma Travel Guide and get an all-access pass to the very best places, attractions, and activities Oklahoma has to offer. Go online to travelok.com and order your free copy today.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the very modern Oklahoma Contemporary Art Showroom.
You know, a lot of people try really hard to keep up with what's hip here, but there's always a reason to go back in time. And when it comes to shopping, there's the key word there. Tina McGarry is going to take us to Parkway Antiques in Ardmore.
There's furniture, there's dishes, there's silverware, there's old toys. There's farm implement pieces, there's local pieces, you know, Ardmore pieces.
There's something familiar, comfortable really, about Parkway Antiques. Row after row of antiques and knickknacks, a collection, and every piece here tells a story about its place in time.
Your past. When you come in here, you say, oh, I remember that. And it just brings back memories of your past. And it just puts a smile on your face. And you just watch the customers smile and say, oh, I remember that.
But it's not just antiques here. You'll find all sorts of unique items, from an old copper bathtub to beautiful hand-painted furniture.
It's just such an eclectic collection of stuff in here. You know, it's not just antiques here. If you look around, we have, you know, handmade pieces. There's that are, you know, modern pieces, like repurposing is a big thing nowadays. There's a lot of repurposed pieces here. Hand-painted furniture. We've got restored pieces, old pieces that need to be restored. You know, everything from, you know, 150-year-old antiques to video games.
You never know what you'll find at Parkway Antiques. The inventory is always changing.
Definitely we have a lot of variety because we get it one day and it leaves the next.
Variety and a broad price range too. You can find treasures to fit every budget.
Well, we've got stuff in here from $1 up to $1,000 plus. You know, I mean, it's a price range for everybody.
Whether you come for something specific or just want to browse, you never know what treasure you'll find at Parkway Antiques. In Ardmore, I'm Tina McGarry, discovering Oklahoma.
If your travels will take you through Ardmore, we can tell you there's so much more to see and do, along with some really great places to eat. You can find out all about it by searching Ardmore on our website, travelok.com.
Unfortunately, spring break is over, but it won't be that long before everyone will start putting together those summer plans.
That's the good news. And here's more good news. We have an incredible place for you and your family to visit.
Great. I mean, this is what we were hoping it would be.
Your look at the impressive renovations to one of our state parks coming up.
Plus, get ready for your mouth to start watering. We're ready to eat.
Pulled chicken, smoked provolone cheese, barbecue mayo sauce, and Joe's famous barbecue sauce. And the onion rings are on the sandwich.
What some call the best barbecue in the state, where you can find it coming up right here on Discover Oklahoma.
As the weather cools and the leaves begin to fall, don't trade outdoor recreation for winter hibernation. Discover the off-season treasures available at Oklahoma's 34 great state parks. Wide open trails teeming with wildlife, fishing, fun festivals, bird watching, equestrian trails, nature center activities, and cozy cabins with fireplaces offer the perfect escape for a wintry getaway. Visit travelok.com for special offers and come see for yourself.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the recently completed Oklahoma Contemporary Art Showroom.
Now, this place just opened literally a few weeks ago, and so did our next stop. The lodge at Sequoia State Park, completely remodeled. It is a very, very cool place. And for the reviews, I tell you what, you need to hear them all for yourself. Talk about your before and after pictures. From this to this has been, in the truest sense of the word, a complete and amazing renovation.
The reaction to the place has been outstanding. And the people come in, they say, we still recognize it, but it looks wonderful.
Wonderful is just one of the many adjectives a person can use to describe how the lodge at Sequoia State Park now looks.
When you come in, the first thing we usually see is their mouth falls open because they can't believe the changes that have happened. We used to have the old Western feel. Now we're, like I said, we're more mid-century modern. We cleaned it up, the lines are nice and tight, and it's a beautiful place. When you look down, and it's open, more lighting.
More lighting to see the true transformation of the lodge. Everything is new.
The area we're in now used to be the old bar. Well, the old bar was changed back into the lobby area, which it was originally as built. We moved the bar up here back in probably the 80s, and then when the changes came up to remodel, we wanted to put it back to its original intent, which was to increase the lobby area.
Built in 1956, they wanted this new look to reflect the original design, and to say this was a massive project is an understatement, but the key was teamwork.
There was a lot of work went into getting the place remodeled. Like I said, there were numerous construction and architectural firms involved through each phase. There was a tremendous amount of support from the park managers and the park employees throughout the whole state that came in and helped us from time to time.
And from room to room, you'll also see incredible changes.
Every room, like I said, is completely redone. We stripped it down. I mean, it's repainted. It's got maybe wall covering in it, carpeting. All the furniture was replaced. All the bedding, from the mattresses to the frames, everything was new.
From business to fun, meeting rooms to a fully equipped recreation area, everything has been changed.
It feels like actually kind of like walking into the high ridges in Dubai. I lived in the high ridges in Dubai many years, and I always thought it was the most wonderful feeling there was, and this sort of reminded me of it when I walked in here this morning.
The Lodge has a full-service restaurant, of course. It's open 7 days a week. In recent years, all the cabins on the property underwent their own renovation. And now that everything is completed, people are coming out to see for themselves.
Great. I mean, this is what we were hoping it would be. And everything is really upscale. All the old wood is gone. It is really looking good. We will be back. That's one of the reasons we were here. Looks good.
Beautiful facility.
Yeah.
Really, the part that we're most pleased with is that groups that left us over the years due to the condition of the facility now have seen pieces or have heard that we have redone things. Now they're coming back and rebooking. And even if our folks that maybe came for every year for years and then maybe started missing every other year, now they're anxious to get back and see it.
A modern twist on an original design along the shores of Fort Gibson Lake, the Lodge at Sequoia State Park is ready to host your new adventures. One of the best things about the Lodge is the price, about $75 a night. That is a deal. You can reserve your room on our website. Just search Sequoia State Park. There's an old saying that says something to the effect of that every good vacation deserves a stop at a great place to eat.
If you ask the regulars at our next stop, they'll tell you the food there is almost metaphysical.
It's glorious. It's just a bite of heaven.
We're headed to Green Country for a taste of barbecue that you just won't believe. That's next, right here on Discover Oklahoma.
As the weather cools and the leaves begin to fall, don't trade outdoor recreation for winter hibernation. Discover the off-season treasures available at Oklahoma's 34 great state parks. Wide open trails teeming with wildlife, fishing, fun festivals, bird watching, equestrian trails, nature center activities, and cozy cabins with fireplaces offer the perfect escape for a wintry getaway. Visit travelok.com for special offers and come see for yourself.
And the waving wheat.
Kiss your smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain.
We know we belong to the land. And the land we belong to is grand.
And when we say, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. We've got a lot to brag about when it comes to being Oklahomans.
Absolutely, like the fact that our state is home to more barbecue world champions than any other place in the nation.
And right now, our Julie Chen's going to take us to a spot near Tulsa where you can get world-renowned Q 7 days a week.
This is true Oklahoma barbecue.
Oklahoma Joe Davidson knows barbecue.
Oklahoma barbecue is kind of a in-betweener. You know, it's not got the runny, vinegary taste of barbecue sauce in Texas. It's not as sweet and sticky as Kansas City. It's just right.
The Okemah, Oklahoma native is a world champion pitmaster with over 300 barbecue titles to his name.
I was lucky enough to have won the Jack Daniels World Championship, the American Royal, the World Pork Barbacoa, the World Brisket Cook-Offs, and a bunch of other state and national events as well.
Now he's serving up his championship recipes at Oklahoma Joe's restaurant.
Me and my wife, we run it. My son works with us, and actually my daughter's graduated from Oklahoma State University and will be our marketing manager when she graduates. So we're excited to have our family all working together, and it's kind of an Oklahoma dream come true for us.
A dream more than 30 years in the making. Joe started off in the smoker business as a student at OSU. Then he moved on to competition. Opening a restaurant was the natural next step.
It's not about being the biggest joint in the country with the number of stores, it's more about being the best.
USA Today named the restaurant's ribs the best in America. You can sample them here along with other grand champion meats like brisket, bologna, pulled pork, and chicken.
We cook with seasoned pecan wood. We always use a dry rub, and we cook low and slow.
Smells good in here.
Oh, it's barbecue. We're almost back to it now.
Joe's not shy about showing off his kitchen or sharing his secrets.
I've got a rib rub, I've got a pork and poultry rub, I've got a brisket rub. There's a regional rub and that other one over there. So every one of them are specifically different blends for everything.
And they're blends you came up with?
Absolutely, 100%. One of the really unique ingredients that we utilize is we use a powdered Worcestershire sauce. And so it's not like a regular Worcestershire. It is so unique.
That's not the only special thing you'll find here. You can't eat at Oklahoma Joe's without trying its famous burnt ends.
It's like meat candy.
Don't let the name fool you. This brisket isn't burnt at all. Rather, each morsel is covered with an outside bark, a crust, with a sweet, smoky taste to it.
So it's cooked anywhere from 15 to 17 hours, double smoked. Then we pull it off the smoker and we dice it in cubes, about that big square. And then we saute it in barbecue sauce to caramelize the sugars of that. And when it comes out, it's just like these nuggets of just the best brisket you've ever eaten in your life.
And of course, when you talk barbecue, you have to talk about the sauce. Joe invented his own original barbecue sauce and the hot sauce. And if you like really hot stuff, here's the secret. They keep this one behind the counter. It's the Loco hot sauce. It has ghost pepper in it.
I wouldn't put it up against any barbecue in the city.
The sites here are out of this world.
Dr. Chris Barnes is a regular. He eats here so much that the Barnesy Man sandwich is named after him.
It's glorious. It's just a bite of heaven.
It's his favorite, of course.
Pulled chicken, smoked provolone cheese, barbecue mayo sauce, and Joe's famous barbecue sauce. And the onion rings are on the sandwich.
The ribs, the fried okra he does, which is not smoked, but it's really good fried okra, but ribs would be my favorite.
From barbecue to baked beans, no matter what you order, at Oklahoma Joe's, you're sure to get a winning combination.
The portion size is great, the people are really nice, and it's simply it's the best overall barbecue package you can find around.
We're just loving barbecue and loving people coming in and eating barbecue. It's a lot of fun to see that.
In Broken Arrow, I'm Julie Chin, Discovering Oklahoma.
If you're looking for great places to eat all across Oklahoma, you need a free copy of the Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide. It's easy to get. Just log on to our website, travelok.com, and click on Request Free Brochures.
A big thanks to the folks here at the Oklahoma Contemporary Arts Center for hosting us this week in their brand new show place in downtown Oklahoma City. The new showroom is located at 11th and Broadway. They're open Wednesday through Saturday.
And coming up next week on Discover Oklahoma, one of the greatest places to fish in the Sooner State. Come with us if we try to catch the big one at Lake Eufaula.
And we're checking out chocolate, where you can find some of these delicious treats next Saturday night, right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.